Okay. Just one moment, please. Okay. Yes, so we practice Likhita Japa again today. But before we start, we'll do the initial prayer. So let's sit cross-legged with the hands in Chin Mudra on the knees and the eyes closed, back straight. If you can't sit cross-legged, just make sure your feet are on the floor and your back is not leaning on the backrest of the chair. Take a couple of breaths. Close your eyes. Om Gajananam Bhutaganaadisevitam Kapittajambofalasaravhakshitam Umasutam Shokavinashakaranam Namami Vikhneshwarapadapankajam Shadananam Kumkumaraktavarnam Mahamatim Divyamayuravahanam Rudrasya Sunam Surasainyanatham गुहं सदाहं शरणं प्रपद्ये या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः ॐ नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये निष्प्रपञ्चाय शान्ताय ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तु ते नारायणी नमोऽस्तु ते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Hey, namaste. We're back after a break. And we'll do Likhita Japa, which we have done before, as a preliminary meditative practice to our sitting yogic meditation practice. So meditation, Likhita Japa is also meditative practice. So you can do that independently as well. We've talked about this before. Make sure you have your pen and your book. And as you gather that, I'll give a little bit of a talk on Likhita Japa, just a few points to remember from what we talked about last time as well. Okay, so in Likhita Japa, we are going to write normal japa, which is verbally or mentally recited. We use our voice, but in Likhita Japa, we're just going to write the mantra over and over, over and over. Japa, that's what japa is, repetition. So ideally, you choose a mantra that is given to us, that is known as a sacred mantra. As we know, every mantra is in itself the sound form of the deity that you are invoking. So like we have the vigraha, a murti to represent the deity who we do puja to, like that even mantra itself is the deity, but in a sound form instead of in a material form. So it is equally sacred, and it is not the name of the Lord, it is the Lord. We have to remember that and keep that in mind when we are writing the japa. So as we are writing, we're not simply moving our hands, we are also thinking it. Mentally, we are engaged in repeating the mantra as we write it. So it is a mental japa, mental repetition, as well as disciplining the mind through engagement of the physical body. Whereas in regular sitting meditation practice, what we do is we close the eyes, we sit still, and we only engage the mind without moving the body. Here it makes it slightly easier because we're so used to engaging the body in every activity, becomes difficult for us to stay alert and conscious while being totally still with the eyes closed. We only know to do one thing, that is to sleep when we are in that situation normally. So training ourselves to stay awake while getting into that relaxed state is becomes difficult. So Likhita Japa is a good transition into that, where we are engaging ourselves, but we are not quite as active as we are when we are doing normal things. Because we're sitting still, we're not speaking, we're focused only on one object, like we do in our sitting yogic meditation. And in mentally, we are repeating what we are writing. So, in that sense, it is a meditative practice. Okay, so I hope you have decided which mantra you're going to use. I have, in the last class, I shared a document that had all the some of the well-known mantras. I'll populate this as we go along, but I'm quickly going to share my screen so you can take a look. Yes, so as you can see over here, these are some of the well-known mantras. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, Om Aim Hreem Kleem Chamundayai Viche Namaha. This one is a long one, but very well known. Om Dum Durgayai Namaha. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Ham Hanumate Namaha. These are some of the mantras. Of course, there are others. Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha. You can also just write Om, 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 Om. And I've shown you in Devanagari script. You can use any script. Kannada script also is fine. Any Indian script will work. If you are writing in Devanagari, write it in Sanskritam, not in Hindi. So, for instance, Om Namah Shivaya, Shivaya, when you're saying it, say Shivaya, not Shivai. In Hindi, they say Shivai. That's a corruption of how it's supposed to be pronounced. Ya. Similarly, Om Namo Narayanaya. It's not Narayanaya, nor is it Narayanai. It's Narayanaya. It's in between. Okay. And then, yeah, so these gum, I'm, hreem, dum, hum, these may seem unfamiliar, but uh, they are actually used commonly by sadhaks. They are called bija mantras. These don't necessarily mean anything in normal common language, but they are sounds, bija sounds. So just like a seed contains so much potential within itself, that small sound contains a lot of potential when you keep repeating it over and over and over. And it opens up like a seed sprouts and produces a sapling and then a whole tree, which then generates more seeds and a bountiful fruit. Just like that, this bija mantra will also sprout within your heart and mind and create something magnificent that you didn't know ever existed before. So these are very powerful sounds. So mentally have that bhava when you're approaching it. Okay, I'm going to stop my screen share now. All right, so enough talking. Now remember, you can write in a straight line or you can make some creative shapes, right? Writing the mantras. People make yantras with mantras. Writing small mantra, they create a yantra. You can create a design, the face of the deity or of the form of the deity, silhouette, anything that strikes you that you like that can help you focus, you can do that. But yes, write the mantra repeatedly. So we'll do some minutes of this, maybe 10 or 20 minutes, depending on how it goes. And then we'll stop and we'll share what all we did. Okay, so let's get started. Remember, we are silent and we are totally focused and mentally thinking about the mantra as we write. All right, let's stop now and just hold up and show what we did on the screen. We don't have to speak, just show so we can all see. Okay, very nice. Okay, yeah, nice, very good. All right, all right. So now that the mind is quiet and is able to focus, let's take the advantage of it and let's close our eyes. We'll get into the sitting meditation practice. Dim the lights if you can. Okay. If you can sit cross-legged, sit cross-legged. Otherwise, sit on the chair with the feet on the floor and the legs relaxed. If you're sitting cross-legged, make sure that your feet are comfortable, your toes are not being squished, your hips are also comfortable. And then place your hands either in chin mudra on the knees or stacked upon each other on the lap. You can close your eyes now. Your hands are in chin mudra. Make sure that the tips of the thumb and forefinger are touching but not pressing each other. And the other three fingers are relaxed and muscles are also relaxed in the hands. If the hands are stacked atop each other, place the right palm on top of the left with both the palms facing up in the center of the lap. Keep the arms relaxed. Keep the back erect. Make sure you're not leaning forward. You know you're leaning forward when there's pressure on your thighs. Your back is totally erect. All the weight is on your sit bones, your buttocks, not on the thighs. The back is straight, but no muscles are being strained. Shoulders are also relaxed, but squared, not hunching. Neck in line with the spine. Relax all the little muscles on the face, around the mouth, the jaws. All the muscles around the eyes and on the eyelids, lower and upper eyelids, relax. Eyebrows and forehead, relaxed. Keeping the body still like this. Now the focus can naturally shift to the breath. Take a couple of deep inhalations and gradual, complete exhalations just to relax the breathing. And once the breath is relaxed and rhythmic, the mind also becomes disentangled from the non-stop thinking. Now it's easy to focus on either the Agnya Chakra or the Anahata Chakra. Focus the mind either at the center of the eyebrows, the Agnya Chakra of intuition, or at the center of the chest, Anahata Chakra, the chakra of universal acceptance, also the location of the Atma and the Antahkarana. Keep the breath steady, body still, mind focused. Now, at that energy point, visualize the devata of the mantra you did Likhita Japa with. Visualize them in all their details, in any form of theirs, of your choosing. Vivid detail. Now start mentally repeating the same mantra you did Likhita Japa with. While still visualizing the devata at the chakra, keep all the muscles relaxed. Thoughts will naturally intrude, thoughts of other topics, and the mind will naturally get carried away and you'll forget what your endeavor was. And that's totally natural. Once you remember, then just observe what thoughts you're thinking. What's the nature of these thoughts? Once you take on this observer's role, the thoughts will just disappear into nothingness. And once again, you can resume the endeavor of dharana, single pointed focus which will naturally transition into dhyana if practiced uninterrupted over an extended period of time. Every time you notice your mind has been carried away, take on the role of the observer. Observe the thought. It will just go on its own. Don't force the mind. Don't try to control the thoughts. Total relaxation, gentle focus. Mm. Oh. Oh. If you're sitting on your mat with your eyes closed, you can stretch out your legs and lie back. Otherwise, take your time, shift onto the mat or mattress, and lie down for final relaxation yoga nidra practice. You can switch off the light for this and practice in the darkness. And the mind has taken on a different quality now. It's able to be quite still, with peace. The silence has deepened and become more rich and full. We're going to further deepen the silence. Start by observing the sounds upon the silence. Notice all the sounds coming from far away, farthest sounds you can hear. Identify them, face them, and allow them to stay there. Shift your focus to the sounds coming from around your body. First, from outside the room, if you can hear something, then within the room, maybe the fan. Then shift the focus to the silence around your body. Silence is not nothingness. Silence is fullness. Sinking in deeper now. Sinking into the silence within. Relax the entire body. Let go. As you feel all the limbs of your body, all the parts of your torso, your neck, and your head, Imagine warm golden light spreading through the whole body. Healing every part, relaxing and protecting every part. This golden light is energizing your entire spinal column, all the way from the base up to the crown of the head. Healing all the energy centers along the spine till the final chakra at the crown, energizing, calming, protecting, spreading like honey. Now this energy is flowing from the crown of the head down to the base of the spine where it resides at rest. Now you can rest, relax, relax, relax. Om. 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 Bringing awareness back to the body. Gently wriggle the toes. Bring some movement in the fingers. Turn the head from side to side. Slowly bring the feet together. Lift the arms up over the head. Interlock the fingers and give a gentle stretch to the body. Release. Turn to the side and sit up. Concluding prayer. Sitting with the hands in Chin Mudra on the knees, eyes closed. Om. त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सत्कमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Thank you. We've been talking about Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and I remembered Swami Chinmayananda of Chinmaya Missions. You must have heard Chinmaya Mission. Swami Chinmayananda, who set up this educational institution. Well, it's a lot more than that, but let's say organization. He was once asked by, you'll find this video on YouTube. He was once asked by some journalist something about what we should do in our life or some similar type of question. And he responded saying, shut up and get out. That was his response. So he didn't mean, he didn't tell her to shut up and leave. That's not what he meant. He was telling everyone who was listening that the way out of all your problems is to shut up. Okay. So what is this shut up? What does that mean? It doesn't mean in every situation you just become passive. That's not what it means. It's not so much about external behavior as it is your internal attitude. In this world, it's not possible to survive without doing activity. For almost every one of us, No matter how much we try to withdraw from activity, it just comes to us. Even if you sit silently for some time, even if nothing happens to you outside, inside your mind, a lot is going on. It's not possible to exist without activity for almost all of us. Then how do we shut up? Actually, we are, even if our mouth is closed, through the entire day, your mind is not shut up. It is going on and on continuously, full of thoughts. Now, when you close your mind to meditate, so many thoughts come and you're wondering, where are all these thoughts coming from? Actually, they're not coming from anywhere. They are already there. It's just you're not aware of it through the day. Imagine how much of your energy is going into thinking all these thoughts, and you would have recognized most of the thoughts are nonsense thoughts. They're not at all useful to you right now. In fact, they are so diverse in how many topics they cover. All sorts of random thoughts will come from years ago, and all sorts of fears, insecurities, things that are unfounded also pop up in the mind. This is taking up a lot of your psychic energy. That's why most of us, even if we do little bit of focus in a day to day-to-day activities, that only is enough for most of us because that only exhausts us. You must have seen children, they have so much energy, but adults, we feel tired. Just some people, they're so tired when they wake up only, they're like, I don't want to face the day, I'm going back to sleep. That's not because of physical exhaustion as much as it is about mental exhaustion. It's that the psychic, that prana is being depleted in all these thoughts. So when Swamiji says, shut up and get out, he means shut your mind up. Then you will be able to get out of all your problems. So, how do we do that? Obviously, through sadhana. Sadhana is the only means by which we are able to um, gradually, through repeated practice, we're able to quieten the mind, reduce the number of thoughts. We're able to conserve our psychic energy, become more healthy and vibrant because all that energy gets channeled into healing your body, and then we become more happy in life. So that's very important. Of course, thankfully, there's not only one kind of sadhana, so many kinds of sadhana. Even gardening, some people really like because you focus in gardening, you're relaxed, you are connected to nature, to the earth, and there is nothing in for you in it. You're not, there's nothing selfish you're trying to extract from it. You are just connecting to nature and you are doing something with nature according to the laws of nature. So you feel very grounded and that relaxes the mind. Often the cause of agitation for the mind is all these selfish desires that we have trying to fulfill ourselves, the inadequacies we feel within us. That takes up a lot of our energy throughout our whole life. And that's why as we grow older, we become tired and tired and tired, and we feel so fed up with life when we feel like life is useless, life is pointless, life has no meaning. Actually, life is full of meaning. And through sadhana, we realize that. Okay, so enough talking. Um, this week, we will do Likhita Japa. So for 10 minutes, at some point this week, before we meet on Saturday, sit down and practice Likhita Japa in silence. Only 10 minutes. You can keep an alarm on your phone also. Any mantra of your choice. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow morning for the yoga class. Good night, everyone. Have a relaxing evening. Sleep well.